You're watching my favorite YouTube channel. I'm Chillmonger. I'm being joined by Tina. Tina, what's your channel called?
It's She Dreads Me, right
She
underscore. She underscore dreads me.
She Dreads Me. You've got a following on TikTok. I watched you post that on TikTok, and that blew up. Specifically, the video I'm speaking about is the one
Right.
where you got the AI to show the faces of the woman and showing Jonathan Majors.
She now has the phone in her hand. She told police that he went, pried the phone out of her hand, and while doing that, he broke her finger. He slaps her so hard that it causes a laceration to the back of her ear, and there's blood coming out of her ear. Now, his side is saying she attacked him, she beat him up, he tried to run away, she ripped his coat, she scratched his face, clawed him out.
I felt invested. I was like, "Oh, there's a story happening here."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like you. Like I've been following this case from the beginning. I've been following him ever since last Black Man in San Francisco. So I'm invested just like you are, but ah, I want him to win.
It's the injustice for me. It's the
Right.
coordinated hit piece that the media have teamed up
Yeah.
with the judicial system, everything
Mhm.
around, and the cops, and everyone's covering for everyone. And I'm like, why
Yeah.
is this still happening? And what irks me the most is when I see YouTubers, not you,
Right,
but
right, right.
the others going and playing along with the media's narrative. And I'm saying, no, you
Right,
guys are
right,
supposed
right.
to be the ones who interfere with the
Right.
storytelling. You're the ones with credibility. You're the guys
Yeah.
sitting at home on a chair with a microphone and the ground level. And you're over here, guys are just talking the same nonsense I would expect from Variety. And that
Right, right.
oof,
I think a lot of people may not be as invested as maybe you and I, or other people, because I've pulled dockets. I got some of the like statements she's written, and I'm like, man, this case is it's wild. But yeah, there's definitely some shady stuff going on. But the media is gonna be the media. Like if you check my Twitter back in April, I tweeted, I said, it's so wild that nobody is talking about how the strangulation charge just disappeared. Nobody said nothing. It just disappeared. Nobody reported on it.
which was the
So
headlining
that was the headline.
Kang the Strangler. That was
That was the
everywhere.
headline.
And
And
that's been pulled. And you're okay. Well, then why the hell did the cops even arrest him in the first place? Because from my
exactly.
understanding, it took them like 19 times to ask her, and
Yeah.
then she finally came up with, "Yeah, I was choked," and that was the
Mhm.
reason he got here. Man, let's
Right.
let's never forget that it was a cop who started this thing.
Yeah.
Rogue Comics is here, and Rogue says, "Thank God, Chill has finally stopped talking about T'Challa, and is finally talking about Jonathan." Crazy,
Yo,
yeah. It's
Chilla's been talking about Jonathan for a while. I've been watching his videos for a minute.
thank you. It's either one or the other, and you're a big
Yeah.
MCU fan too, right?
Of course, course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm all the way in. I've been watching your T'Challa rants. I've been watching you. I've been watching you for a minute. Yeah.
Where do you stand on the recast?
See, okay. Let
That's
me tell
enough.
you
That
what.
is
Hold
enough.
on, hold on, hold on. Let me tell you. So I operate in a business mind. Like I work for a large financial company. So that's why I'm like I have to get on late, but I don't think you're gonna like my take. So let's just move past it.
It's a very intelligent
Playing
thing
because
to
it might
say. You know,
it might take a while to get the transcripts. I don't even know if they're legally available yet, but
uh,
let's play it. Let's see.
Keep going. What do you want?
so I don't know what she just said to them, but they were minding their own business, minding their own Friday night.
Right, right.
It is 12:50, and she just kind of takes the attention. She did say the word Jonathan Majors. Did you hear it?
It's so low.
No way.
That's when he
She
said,
said
"No
my
way."
boyfriend's Jonathan Majors. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard we were in a taxi around. Let me
Mhm.
replay that. Let me replay that part. I've just been in a taxi with him. Something playing around. We'll get it. We'll
Playing
get it.
around.
You want to call him? It makes you feel better. I know.
I think the black guy said, "If it makes you feel better, I don't know
Yeah,
who
I'll
Jonathan
let you
Major,"
call him. Yeah.
right? But this one was like, "I'll let you call him." But that one said, "If
Yeah,
it makes you
yeah,
feel better, I don't know who Jonathan Majors
yeah.
is."
Right.
Cool. Well, she began with that. She was like, "Listen,
Yeah. My
celebrity,
boyfriend's Jonathan Majors.
get involved right now. This is meaningful." I think he just told him is the guy from Creed. I think he just said that.
uh,
Oh, you want to call him? It makes you feel better. I don't know why you do. Why you the guy that fights Creed?
Yeah, he did say he's the guy who fights Creed.
yeah. Yeah.
We can't hear any of that because of these dudes
Right.
walking. But yeah, as the words go in the bottom left, she's repeatedly uses her hand to pull back her hair without any apparent injury.
Right.
That the way that she fidgets her fingers, like this is so
Mhm.
smooth, and this is such a great piece of evidence when high
Right.
definition they zoom in. I love it. The fingers maneuvering so efficiently that is not a
Mhm.
broken finger. If
Yeah.
you got injuries, they were not injured here.
Right.
Thanks, okay? No, basically, I just have to run out with the car.
She asked, "Are you okay?" She said,
Uh-huh.
"No."
And she,
Basically,
basically I caught him on the phone is what it sounds like.
I heard it in the car. I
Okay.
I was just in the car. You heard the phone? Let's listen again.
Run it back.
Thanks, okay? No, basically, I just have to run out with the car.
I just had to run out of the car.
Okay? No, basically, I just have to run out with the car.
Yeah, she totally said that. Come on.
Yeah, she said I had to run out of the car.
Yeah, she said, basically, I just had to run out of the car. Remember, she's British.
Right.
I'm saying it's seems like a lie.
No.
I know.
Well, what's funny is,
My boyfriend,
yeah.
you're Can I get you in the car? I don't want to leave you because we're about to get in our car. Can I help you get a car? Okay.
Well, I can clearly hear what this woman is saying, and that's nice of her. She met a
Right.
stranger. She's like, "All right, let's not have these dudes talk to you. Let me be the one to talk to you." And
Right.
I commend her. I don't know where she is right now when it comes to the trial, but at this
Mhm.
moment at 12:51, this is this is the human beings that we need on the
Right.
streets.
Mhm.
Do we know anything about her though? Since is she an
No.
enemy to the case? Like what is she?
I mean, she's a witness for sure. I'm pretty sure all of these people are witnesses, but we don't know what side they're on.
Can I stop the video for a second? You know how you can make layouts different?
Mhm.
What if I made the video layout different?
Bigger. Let me tell you some of my problems with this lawyer, though. The way this case originally read, during the first altercation, it was reported that, he jumps out of the car and runs and she meets them. So I wonder if they were witness to the altercation and then they walked up the street and got to this point. You know what I'm saying?
If
Because
they were witness.
this just seems like she just walked out of the building and met them. But the way the original article read was like she met them, he stopped, took a selfie. So I don't know where the timeline is with these people. Like there's no way she's just been walking down the street for 8 minutes and just randomly met these people, you
I,
know?
I think that all that selfie stuff, getting out of the car, that happened 8 minutes ago, where he gets out the
Right.
car, and that's the video that Laura Italiano says that she saw. The
Mm,
insider writer, she says she
right.
saw a video on the street of him leaving the car, and she was pulling on him, and she was tugging him and getting him
Right.
back in the car. So that I think already it has happened before this video starts playing.
Right.
After, I think again, I don't
Right.
know everything. This must happen because she's looking for him. He's wandering the streets. I guess he wants to get back in that car. Maybe
Yeah.
they were both kicked out. He left on his own choice, and then she had to be kicked out, right? Maybe that's what happened. And then as he's walking, because she gets dropped off way later on the street,
Right.
he walks past her because that was the direction he was heading.
Yeah. But I'm
That
just
would,
curious, like, did she just meet these people, or did
yeah.
she meet these people? Like, were they witness to the altercation? You get what I'm saying? So I'm curious about the timeline of just meeting these people.
There might be another altercation because they
Well, there
say
is.
for
There
the next
is.
for the next 5 minutes they're going to be walking the streets, and there's more videos from like lobbies
Mhm.
and front door entrances that are going to
Right.
show documenting every bit, which of course the district attorney had, and they
Right.
decided we're going to stuff this into 2 terabytes. We're going to submit it into our evidence really late. We're not going to flag it either. We're not going to let you
Right.
guys
Right.
know about
Right.
this. And the shadiness of that alone should have every YouTuber kind of skeptic. But no,
Yeah.
we have to wait for the prosecution, guys.
Right.
They wouldn't try. They wouldn't try so hard unless they had something. Everyone,
Right. Right.
remember, I'm like, what an inability to recognize racial bias. What a lack.
Definitely.
What a tone deaf person you must be
Right.
to think and come up with a just hold out for the
For the
prosecution. What
prosecution. Yeah.
is that not a misunderstanding of racial relations between police and black
Of
people?
course.
Is
Of
that not what
course.
that is?
I know where I live. So I live in Seventh Avenue. Okay, well, near you.
Did she just say, I know where I live, so I
Said I
live
know where I
on
live.
I live on something something academy? I don't know what the fuck she said, but she gave her
Right.
address, I think.
I know where I live. So
She was gonna say,
Ah.
I know where we live.
I live in Seventh Avenue. Okay, well, near you. Let's get you. I started texting my mum saying, I'm so busy kissing you. And I was like,
Oh.
I've never heard that.
She said he got a text from a woman, I wish was kissing you, right?
I'm near you. Let's get you. I started texting my mum saying, I'm so busy kissing you. And I was like, alright, fair game, girlie. Ran off.
Who ran off? Did she say I ran off?
No, she said he just ran off.
Yeah, he left the car, right?
Right.
But
Right. Mm-hmm.
but doesn't he leave the car after she assaults him, after she
Mm-hmm.
runs on traffic after that? Isn't that when he leaves the car?
So the way the timeline reads to me, from my understanding, is they're in the car. There's an assault. He gets out. The driver obviously takes her up the street, and she's probably like, "Let me out."
Yeah.
And that's why you see her on the street and him walking up, probably trying to find the driver. So
Yeah,
he
that's gonna
got out.
happen
He got out of
later
the
in this
car
video.
initially. Yeah.
Later on in this video, where he
Mm-hmm.
walks past her, probably because he was dropped off earlier up there, way
Mm-hmm.
up there, and then
Where he
she
jumped
gets,
out. Mm-hmm.
and then the driver's like, "Well, he's the guy paying.
Yeah.
I cannot legally carry you anymore."
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah. So again, respect to this woman. She's like, "All right, fair game, girly. You're getting cheated on, right on."
Right.
And this dude is reacting to that like, oh, "No way!" Like celebrity gossip. These guys are
Yeah.
cheaters. He getting the inside stuff. He doesn't care though.
I'm near you. Let's get you. I started texting my mum saying, I'm so busy kissing you. And I was like, alright, fair game, girlie. Ran off. Let's get you home. Let's get you home.
So she's saying, "Let's get you home. Let's get you home," right?
Mm-hmm.
Call you or get you in
What is she complaining about the message? What is she saying?
I can't hear. I'm gonna
They're
pull this audio though.
they're both saying, "We'll get you an Uber. We'll call you an Uber."
Mm-hmm.
And I wish they did. It would be the end of the night, and everything would be perfectly fine. But so they want to go drinking with her. But she starts complaining about a message.
No, I think the going drinking is gonna help his case, because her going home like this, them going drinking just proves further that okay, you wasn't injured there. Her going home, and does he have cameras in his house?
It's a like condo, so there's cameras in the entrance.
No, I'm saying like in his house. Like, I'm not rich, I got cameras in my house, so you would think he should have some footage in his house. So not only will the jury be biased by the way the district attorney is handling this case, should be criminal. Well, the good thing about jury selection is his lawyer has a right to that. So yeah, cameras for security and safety.
We got it. We're past that. When it comes to the district attorney, though, yeah, I think that's the next step is to go after the DA. It said Kelly Galloway's name on those documents, and it doesn't look like Alvin Bragg is participating in any of this. But as the head honcho, as the main guy,
Right.
you can step down and say, "Cut that out. My people deserve better than this."
Right. Right.
You're
Right.
It's ideological. I think that the need for is it feminism? That's not feminism, but it's something. It's the looking out for women. It's the is there a word for it? It's not feminism. It's the drive to defend a woman
Right. Right.
and
Right.
seek justice for injustice that women generally have faced uh, has blinded this Kelly Galloway from
Right.
evidence. And now, like, she must know she's in the wrong, Kelly Galloway, and the district attorney's assistant,
She's in too deep now.
and just doesn't want to admit that they're wrong. And then the system is there to uplift, like a prosecution, rather a district attorney. They have like a high percentage of prosecuting and winning their
Right. Right.
cases,
Right. Right.
like 90%. I'm talking,
That's why it's charged so low. These charges are so easy to kind of convict on, but they're misdemeanors. Like this is such an easy case to like I said, if there's a text message of him saying, "Get your shit and get out or else,"
yeah.
they can get him on that. If there's a video of him picking her up and putting her in the car and he's admitted to it, it's like, dang, you got me on that. So it's so tough. It is so tough with this case.
I think even then, and this is me, even then, me on the jury, I say, well, yeah, she was definitely a suicidal woman. We have the evidence of that. So him
Right, right,
caring for her is perfectly reasonable. But I'm not racist. And these jury or people who are going to consist of it, they're going to have
right.
their opinions on it. And if there's just one
Yeah, you need one. You just need
few,
one.
DAs typically take on only
Only
winnable
winnable.
cases. That
Yeah,
being
yeah, yeah.
said, they don't prosecute based on justice.
That felony strangulation, they're like, yeah, we're not gonna get that one.
Well, then
No,
that's the reason we're here. That's what brought us to this dance. Those cops.
that's it. They was like, yeah, we're not gonna get that. But did he text her and threaten her? We can get that. Did he pick her up and put her in the car? We can get that.
So how does the jury selection work? Does the defense team get to select?
Both.
So then basically, if you just look at the skin tone of each person, you kind of
You can't do it that way.
yes, you can. You can pretend, nah, this I don't know about him. I don't know. And then you see, him. Oh, he's look Nigerian. Oh yeah, get him in here. How about that guy? Jamaican. Oh yeah, come
You
on. Like,
gotta have cause though. So okay, let's say you call Mary Sue up. Hey Mary, do you know who Jonathan Majors is? No. Are you a Marvel fan? No. Okay. Have you ever had anyone experience domestic violence in your family? Yes. Okay. No, she can't come. She's gonna be partial to domestic violence cases. So you'll ask that same question to the next guy. Hey, Henry, do
uh,
you know who Jonathan Majors is? Yep. Okay, you got to go. So they each get to ask specific questions to kind of pick jurors they want. So they both sides gets to go. So
that's not
he
looking
has
good.
chance.
Nah,
He
man.
has
The people,
chances.
because the people who are gonna know who Jonathan Majors are the people who I want, the ones who watch Diamond Dame Anderson, the guys who
You
watched.
could lie.
Yeah, you should lie. Everyone in New York City right now, if you're living in the Manhattan
You could
district and
lie.
you're selected, you say, I don't know who Jonathan Miners is. What's he?
Right.
You owe. No, I'm not even joking. You owe it. If you're watching this video and this has reached you in Manhattan, sir, ma'am, you lie. You say, Jonathan? No, never heard of him. No. Both sides pick.
Yep.
Both sides. All we need is like, so there's 12 people, right?
You just need one.
If three of them are black, that's enough.
You can't even say that because all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
I hate that that's true.
You can't look at the DA. Ain't the DA.
Okay, 1 out of 3 though. 1 out of 3 of them would be.
You just need one, and I'm gonna be honest. You don't want one of me. You don't want a black woman because we guess what? We're gonna be sitting there looking the whole time like
At who?
we
At
been
her or at him?
at him like we've been told y'all. Y'all don't want y'all think like I don't even date men, and I'm like we've been told y'all like
You're toxic. No.
I have brothers. I'm in the South, and it's like we've been told y'all. Y'all keep trying it. It doesn't work out that well.
Cases like this and the Heard Depp debacle harm cases where something has actually happened.
That's true. That's true.
They don't see it that way, though. I wish I still lived in the city of Manhattan and was selected. Now I'm in Brooklyn. She is complaining about a message.
No, hold on. I'm gonna hail you a cab, and we're gonna have anything to pay with it. No.
Wait, look, I never walk.
Okay, you heard what I heard.
I think I heard her say she doesn't have a lot of money.
Oh, she says she didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah, because I think they were like, we'll try to find you an Uber or something. And she was like, I don't have a lot of money. I think. Yeah, because he was like, I got $50 for you. It's cool.
Nice.
I'm gonna pretend that
You guys have the best store,
Oh, I like the little blurb on the bottom left about how she scrolled through a phone and holds her heavy coat with her right hand.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Yep.
That was incoherent. I'll rewind 5 seconds again and see what he says. No. I heard, I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed.
I'm a guy. I mean, my girlfriend's right there.
He said, my girlfriend's right there if you wanna, and then he mumbles something underneath that.
Yeah.
I'm a guy. I mean, my girlfriend's right there. I don't have kind of spots. You can skip.
Yeah, give me your gun though. I'll give you
You don't need money. I'm great.
I cannot figure out what they're doing. I think this one on the right, she's like, give me your something. But I can't make
It
out the
sounds like
words.
they're trying to like maybe get her a ride or get her something.
That's what the body language looks like. Let me go back 10 seconds.
But you know what? This is why this case is so tricky. She's still not saying we need to call the police, like he beat me up. They're just talking about we need to get you somewhere safe. She's never once like he hit me in my head. Oh, I'm hurting. We need to call the police.
She didn't say she was aggravated, assaulted, or
Yeah.
harassed in any degrees. None of that.
And I think that's why the guy kind of gets a little buck because she's already told him, okay, I seen him text someone or someone text him. So when he walks by, he gets, sir, don't do it.
That's something I think I would do. Just like as a joke, and then just kind of walk up to the man. Like that's what I would do. Cops these days try to escalate or create a scenario for it. Which is why he said what he said about I could break your finger. Yeah, that whole stuff. Any cop that does things by the book gets ostracized. Kimoyo Kid is, you and me are nodding our heads. We get it. But certain people on this platform that we call YouTube are perplexed that the idea that this has been a racially charged incident from the beginning and asking why would Jonathan and his lawyer play the race card. And I want to box every one of those people here who say that. Yeah. Particularly the melanated of the ones.
We understand the innuendo of, well, who's this guy? Like, how's he paying for all this? Like, we understand those biases and we understand what you're saying. You're trying to figure out, is he a rapper or a football player? Is this really his? Is he scamming? Like, we know what you're trying to say, but you got to be able to prove that in the court of law that.
And on top of that, they want to protect their own. Let's not forget that this is one of their own, and this is that movie that they watched that they weren't supposed to watch, Birth of a Nation. That they talked about this scenario, and this is what we're supposed to be afraid of. And imagine my daughter; they see their daughter, and they don't want that.
1,000%, 1,000%. Just like you see your brother, or like I see my brother. Because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like,
Yeah, yeah,
bro, did you
yeah.
do this? Please tell me you didn't do this. So of course they're looking at her like, see, we told you. We've been telling you not to mess with that type. And
Uh.
look, now you're here. Don't worry, we're gonna fix it.
Yeah.
I'm in the South. I know how the game goes.
About 2 minutes ago, I said something about wanting to box people, and I said wanted to, not that I would, and that's not a threat.
Right.
In case YouTube is watching, the state entered the order. She does not have the request to
I'm
request the
telling you.
order. Thank you, B Smith. B Smith, you must know things, okay?
I'm telling you. Me and B Smith on it.
What if the jury is the council of Kang? Shut up. I think she said everything I have is in a fucking bag.
Yeah.
Oh, in the fucking cab.
Mhm.
It was $13 if I'm ever homeless in like 5 years.
Is that him talking about you'd be homeless? Or is that
No,
these people?
he was like, if $30 makes me homeless, like I guess they're just trying to get money together for her. So he's like, you can have it if $30 makes me homeless. Then
They're so sweet. So why aren't they participating in the defense of Jonathan Majors? Why? Something must happen later on in the
we
night.
don't know. We don't know what side they're on. You know, and look, people switch too.
Something happens from now and 3 hours from now when they part ways, which just makes a brotherly, or rather a bond of a lifetime here. Oh, look how efficiently she just ties her hair back. Look at this stuff. Holy. 8 she did the 8 trigram 64 palms with her fingers, just hit everything.
Mhm. Why did she break her finger?
We can't leave this girl. No,
Hey, we'll take her old doll. We'll take her old doll.
We got it.
What the? Who was there? Is that her ride? Is that the Uber ride? And is there like a
It could
fourth
be.
friend who hailed the cab for them? And she's like, "No, we can't leave the girl."
Well, the cab probably stopped. Like you said, he's probably like, look, they got my stuff. They got their stuff in the back. Like, where's he at? So,
No, but who are they talking to when
oh
when this one
yeah,
on the right says we can't leave the girl? Does
right.
that mean that their ride that they were waiting for has arrived and they're
Could
just
be.
like,
Yeah.
the driver, we can't leave. Wait. So they're Uber riding.
Mhm.
Hey, we'll take her old doll. We'll take her old doll.
We got it.
He said we'll take another car.
I have a car here too. Should I cancel it?
Okay, here's a switch place. This is great.
No, I'm not cancel it. You guys, I'm saying sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Something about saying sorry is what Stephanie just said. She was like, he didn't say sorry. I think that's what she said. I'll rewind it.
Here's a switch place. This is great.
I'm not cancel it. You guys, I'm saying sorry.
No, I'm sorry. You're fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna get where you need to be.
Okay. He ran. I don't know where he went. And she mumbles a couple more things. And she's gonna see him in a second from now. And
Right.
and the guy with the white cap was just saying, "You're fine. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
That's on him." Stuff like that.
You're gonna get where you need to be. Okay, then you have to put that on him. That's his fault.
So her walking up to him is very good proof and evidence or body language that he is not some aggressive threat
The
forced
aggressor.
towards her
Mhm.
immediately afterwards. And that's a wonderful piece of evidence. But again, he's black, and all he's got to do is put a hand on
Yeah.
her. Even if he's defending himself from being scratched and everything else, there he's automatically guilty. If he pulls away a phone and he swipes at such an efficiency that she is, I don't know, her aggressively
Hers-
second
yeah.
degree is harassed, and that's it. I think she said, "Where's my bag?" And watch her.
Mhm.
What you see her pull right here? She's pulling. I actually want to rewind and see the whole thing. I want to understand. I believe I want to watch the friend.
Mhm.
I want to see what she's doing with her hand.
Right.
Yeah, she's
She's
pulling.
holding her.
Yeah, so Stephanie is actually saying, "Get off me." Oh yeah. She pushed her hand off. So I'll rewind again for like a better. Get off me, I'm good.
Bro.
Yeah, she's telling her, get off of me. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm gonna move forward on this. And she's like, oh yeah, you were just wailing and crying about how you're in so much trouble and stuff. Let me pull you back because I
Right,
was.
right. Because
And
you've said this is the guy. So
she's like, get off me, get off me. And she's approaching him. So let's listen to the words this time. She asked, where's my bag, right? Right?
hmm
Is that what you heard?
where's my bag and stuff?
Bro.
It was in the car.
And then after it happens, she looks over here for like, okay, what are you gonna do now? I require action. I'm gonna act like I'm this victim.
It's like, look how he's treating me.
Exactly. He wants nothing to do with her. You
Yeah.
just spawned here. I was making my way home. I'm gonna pull away from you as you get closer because I was just being wailed on from. I was just being assaulted by you.
Yo. Bro.
Look at that. That's all you need to play. They should make this a GIF of just him pulling back.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like, bro, what are you finna do?
My man. No, that's funny. That's hilarious. No, everyone on the internet who was like clowning him, or look at this guy, fake tough guy. No, that's a joke we do. That is hilarious. Yes, it is. No,
That's
no one listen to
crazy.
Tina. That was a great joke.
He does not look, because he do that to the wrong person, he gonna end up on the floor.
The kid wasn't about to do anything. Stop it. That kid with the white baseball is watching him. Let's look at his
And
performance here.
he get folded.
Comedic timing and everything. Yeah.
She was like, no, you're not. Stop it, Johnny. Yeah, you fucking. We don't know her.
What was the bleep right there? Because, when they're alone and they don't think they're being recorded, they use words.
Yeah.
There's a guy behind who I don't think she would say that word in front of, but that bleep is very suspicious to me.
She
Of what?
probably.
I was trying to read her lips. I think she does say the F word.
Yeah.
Chloe. Well, shout out to Chloe for being a good friend, Chloe, that night.
Chloe was trying to help. Hey, they went and partied on that man dime, man. They had them a good time that night.
I suppose so.
I'm thinking because he knew his girlfriend was gonna. Of course, y'all always know.
This is where she bashes her head forward.
Where? Oh, I've
That's
never
her there.
seen that.
It's bizarre. I don't get it.
What?
Boom.
Oh,
I mean, not that it matters
man.
though, because there's no head injury, like forehead injury. It's a lacerated ear, so she didn't lacerate her ear there on that.
Right. This is my only problem with his lawyer. Why don't she have this video? Why did she have to find this from the prosecution? That's my problem with her. You get what I'm saying? Because if I'm the attorney, right, I'm talking to Jonathan. Okay, tell me what happened. Where was you at? Where was you at? All right, I need to subpoena this building, this building. I need all these cameras. Why is she just finding this out through the prosecution? And then when you find it, you put it out. So why you ain't put out the rest of the stuff? So that's why I'm like, is she playing from behind? Like, why are you waiting on the prosecution when this should already be in your bag? You should already have all your stuff ready to go. So she just irks me a little bit because I'm like, it seems like she's always playing so reactive, but I guess we'll see. We'll see. I'm just so curious, like, why don't you have the video?
My guess is that the prosecution has the right as a government body, we're the district.
Right.
We can demand video from these private companies.
Right.
But everyone else would have to ask. If there's a video inside the Cadillac Escalade where it all went down, which is the biggest video that's possible, that and the police body cam, which shows the cops starting this whole thing by telling her, okay, so if they have the Cadillac video, as the defense, do I really want a video of Jonathan Majors getting scratched, getting attacked? And who knows, maybe Jonathan does. not strike, not lacerate your ear, not break your
Defense.
finger,
He
but
naturally
defense.
defense. Yeah.
That he's black. They will
Yeah.
view that as an aggressive
Of
motion,
course.
and that's not the image that they want. So yeah, why didn't they release that footage to the
Or
public?
not, or let's just say not even release it to us. Why has this not been given to the judge and the judge view it and say, ugh. I'm wondering why this just hasn't been tossed yet.
I think systemic racism. I think that they did that though. The first time around after May 9, there was like a hearing, and they
Right, right,
filed
right.
a motion to dismiss the case or some
Mhm.
sort of motion. I don't know the legality. Right now, it's a motion to dismiss the case, which is I guess the second time they
Yeah, the
tried.
official motion. Mhm.
This is the official motion. Whatever the first motion that wasn't an official one. I don't
Yeah.
know.
When he was subpoenaed, when he was arraigned that Sunday, I remember her saying, "Look, we're just going to get this dismissed." So I'm like, "All right, they obviously got video from the taxi." At this point, she wasn't cooperating. Grace was not cooperating with them at all.
You call her
So
Grace?
that's her name, isn't it?
It is Stephanie. It is Stephanie McMahon.
I'll call her Stephanie on your. I'm gonna respect your stream. I'm gonna call her Stephanie here.
I see. At first, I wasn't using her name because this is a domestic assault
Right, 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 right,
victim.
right,
We don't know. We gotta wait for everything just out of respect. But then as
right.
it goes on, I'm just like, no, I'm just really not gonna say her name at all. We're going with Stephanie. So I
Yeah,
sporadically on the moment just said Stephanie because
right.
of the Chris Jericho thing.
Stephanie is nothing more than a filthy, dirty, brutal, bottom-feeding trash bag. Shut up!
He used to always antagonize Stephanie.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He'd give her that spiel where you're a brutal, bottom feeding.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So his lawyers she's irked me from the release of those text messages. Another thing why I side eye his lawyer is, like most lawyers are supposed to do, I feel like she's creating a narrative, which she should. I feel like something is missing though, because I actually have I'm gonna send it to you. I have a document of Grace Stephanie's initial statement, and the biggest thing that stuck out in the statement was, he picked me up and put me in the car.
Yeah,
And if there's any video of him picking her up and putting her in the car, that's gonna be tough, man.
because he's black. Even though car seats on a Cadillac last time I checked were plush and nice.
Right.
Even though we know she doesn't sustain any damages, even though she sends a
Right,
million
right.
text messages to him, not
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
them
yeah.
have to do with her being injured. Just the aggressive black man who took her and put her in, and he kept her as a
Tossed
hostage.
her in the car.
He said he did. He actually says he did that.
But
So
that was smart. That was smart. Because if I'm on his team, I'm like, look, they already got in this statement here that you picked her up. You need to get ahead of it, and you need to say you did it to save her. You was concerned about her getting hit by a car. So that was a smart move. Go ahead and get in front of it and own that you did pick her up, because they're gonna throw that out. Right here, we have you aggressively picking her up and tossing her in the car. So she did the right thing with that. Honestly, it's not her, it's the DA. She didn't say anything until he popped out with Megan Good. I have the dates. When that Megan Good relationship was announced, she
fire.
popped out and did a statement. So I was like, man, popping out with Megan Good was the worst thing he could have done.
That lit her up because that was
That's gonna light any woman up. That's gonna be like, oh, you okay. Yes, matter of fact, yes, he did twist my finger and it hurt. Okay. This is about to be done. This judge is either going to dismiss this on the 25th, or they're going to say, look, we're taking it to trial. Y'all got 2 weeks to get it done. And this case is only going to be 3 or 4 days. This is not going to be, because it's not that deep. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's misdemeanors. This is
no.
not going
I
to be
agree.
like, think about the Tory and Meg case that was felony assaults. That case was a week. They just got to get the trial or get it tossed out. This case is going to be 2 or 3 days, maybe 4.
I kind of want it to go to trial just because
Yeah.
I want the not guilty. I want that rather than getting news stories from Variety that say the judge dropped the
Dropped
case
it.
over
Yep.
a legal mishap that
Yep.
his
Yep.
rights were being walked on, because that's what is happening. The fact that they're
Right.
delaying and delaying the case, there's grounds to dismiss this based on this is past 90 days, and you are there was a I watched the whole video on it from Jamal.
The DA essentially, from the defense's perspective, failed to meet their obligation to turn over exculpatory evidence. Under Brady, a prosecutor has to turn over exculpatory evidence that tends to exonerate the person who's charged with a crime, or, evidence that points to their innocence. If a prosecutor violates Brady, in other words, if they fail to turn over information that's required to be disclosed under Brady, even if they were acting in good faith, then this would, if the case were to have gone to trial, this would require, or it would be grounds for a new trial. So that's Brady. And that's one of the cases that's cited in this motion.
I don't want them to say over a. I don't
It
want
got
them.
released off of a technicality.
Yeah, there it is. That's the headline right there. Jonathan
Yep.
Majors' case dismissed over technicality. Woman wasn't even present to defend herself. They're going to word it in the worst way.
Yep. That was on May 9th. That was the first time she did a statement. So she was quiet for like a month and a half.
Jonathan Majors used his hands to twist my right forearm and right middle finger, causing substantial pain to my right forearm and right middle finger. Causing substantial pain is impossible to prove. There's no pain detector.
Exactly. Yep.
But it sounds good. So I'm sure somewhere in the video of the back seat, he puts his hand on the forearm, and they're going to say he was squeezing it like freaking a submission wrestler, Mark Henry.
Right.
Then she adds, I further observed the defendant strike me with his hand across my right ear, cause substantial pain and a laceration behind my right ear. I further observed the defendant push me back into the vehicle. So she's saying the laceration happened. All this happened right here. The right ear, that happened outside the car. That was where the strike happened. And then I further observed the defendant push me back into the vehicle using both of his hands, causing me to fall backwards. I fell backwards. It was a pain. Oh, not forward. You fell backwards into a car. And if you left the car and he's bringing you back out of traffic.
Right.
You're fine. Like, he's saving your life, bro. You just tried to attempt suicide. Maybe you're attempting to suicide yourself then too. I don't know.
Look, that's what she's gonna have to lean into. He was doing it for your safety. You were erratic. He was trying to protect you. That's what she better lean into. The defendant pushed me back into the vehicle using both of my hands. That and him coming out to actually confess to it is what has me concerned about this case. That one. And it's like his lawyer is only focusing on the laceration, and she's not talking about the other two. But hopefully this gets tossed, man.
Look at all of these charges that they got.
They're all misdemeanors.
So there's 5 of them right now. The defendant charged with assault in the third degree, aggravated harassment in the second degree, attempted assault in the third degree. What's attempted assault? What the fuck?
An attempted assault could be something like, like how you bow up at somebody, or like you get back, move, move, get back.
That. And then harassment in the second degree. Okay. Good luck.
That's why I'm like, y'all have brought this case down to so low with these misdemeanors. Y'all are literally trying to get just something at this point when it really should be tossed. Like, if he really did not put his hands on this girl, y'all just bunched in a bunch of charges to get something. Because that harassment charge, they can get him on that if he texts her and say, get your shit and get out my house.
So if they get rid of 4, do they keep the 5th, or do they just say, I mean, he's innocent of all 4? Why are we gonna act like the 5th one?
That's up to the jury, man.
And it depends who makes up that jury. The jury are a complete wild card. You do not know what people turn on the 6 o'clock news. They see Jonathan Majors' likeness and they say, "Well, these are the people that we need to protect ourselves from." Obviously, he was a mean guy. He looks the part. That's all.
Because let's say they toss out the assault, the 2 assaults, but they get him on the harassment because there's a text message with him saying, "Get your shit and get out." It's like, you're in the jury, you like, damn, we got to get him on that one because we got the proof here. So it's tough, man. It's such a tough case, and the charges are so small. And if he gets convicted, they just gonna give him anger management and community service. But from Marvel's point, they might be like, ugh.
Marvel must have seen that backseat video, that police body cam video. Marvel must know that this guy's pretty innocent.
Yeah, I'm telling you, boy, I've been on this case. I'm talking about, I know it inside and out.
She does know it. And If you want to see a reenactment of this entire night happening, there's a popular TikTok video on She Dreads Me. What's your name on TikTok?
It's the same everywhere.
She
She dreads
Dreads
me.
Me with the letter Z at the end of dreads. And if you're on YouTube and you don't want to wait, hey, it's right there. Thanks for joining me, Tina, for this breakdown. We were trying to make out the words of the video, try to
Yep.
offer a different bit of coverage.
We're gonna do this again, and we're gonna get this together. I'm gonna come back when I'm more prepared. I came straight off from work, but yeah, we're gonna do this again.